This is Jason with Chicago News, and today we're reviewing one of my favorites, the 2016 Mazda CX-5. The 2016 Mazda CX-5 is the perfect blend of comfort, efficiency, and technology. It's the most fun to drive of any of the cars in its class. Mazda CX-5 came out a few years ago, 2012, and you would think that by now maybe with the styling would get a little bit dated, but this really still looks fantastic. One of the best looking in its class, I think, on the road. There's several different models ranging from the Sport to the GT that really any of them can fit your budget. It starts at $21,700 and goes up to this GT model, which is fully loaded at $33,900. The CX-5 is actually the first Mazda that came out with their new design language that's called the Kodo design language, and you see that in the grille and the way the headlights are, and this now is all across the Mazda line, but this was the first one to come out that way. One of the keys to making this handle better than any other CUV are these wheels and tires. This is the GT model, and it comes with these 19-inch wheels and tires, and they're a more performance-based tire, so it really improves the handling along with the suspension that this car has. Now, the GT model comes with the 19s, and it's the most expensive model, but we think it's the one you should go for. One of the things you're probably worried about when you're looking for a car like this is how much space you have on the inside. And while this is a very compact vehicle, it's their mid-size SUV or CUV. You've got a ton of space here, both front seat, rear seat, and in the back. One of our biggest gripes though is that this seat, while it's height adjustable, it doesn't go all the way down. So you actually end up losing a little bit of headroom that you could have just by adding a little bit more adjustment. Getting a CX-5 allows you to carry everything you need and all of your family around, but you can still have fun driving it. It's a car that handles like a much smaller car. It handles like a small hatchback, not like an SUV or a CUV. Now the engine in this CX-5 is a 2.5 liter using Mazda's Skyactiv technology, and you might be wondering what Skyactiv means, but what it really is a concept of making everything as good as it can be and maximizing the performance of a standard internal combustion engine as opposed to adding batteries or electric motors or using alternative fuels. You know, they're actually trying to maximize the already known technologies. And when you think about it, that's a really, really smart and a really thoughtful way of doing it, because, you know, batteries don't come out of thin air. There's a lot of manufacturing, and there's a lot of impact to the environment with just creating the battery. This gets rated at 24 city, 30 highway for the all-wheel drive 2.5 model. You can get better mileage if you get the front-wheel drive model or the 2-liter model, but this is pretty impressive fuel mileage and, you know, very fun performance. Is this going to win a lot of like stoplight to stoplight drag races? Probably not, but it's like a lot of Mazda's cars. It's not overpowered for the chassis that you have. It has the right amount of power for the handling. This isn't going to feel like a German car by any stretch, but this is one of the best interiors that you can get in a Japanese car in this category. It's got aluminum trim, nice soft touch plastics, and this really nice cream colored, parchment colored leather. All of the materials just feel right. Mazda's brand identity is all about the joy of driving, the fun of driving, and they really work very hard to get the chassis dynamics of all of their vehicles, whether it be cars, SUVs, crossovers. They work hard to get the chassis dynamics to feel like a sports car no matter where you're driving. And some of their sports cars, obviously like the Miata, are, you know, some of the best handling sports cars. So it's just in their DNA, and you feel that the second you get in this car and start driving it.